metadata for this area.
Drones and cameras are integral to the security of London. And puts the safety of the public.
All right.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, hell! There's a body here.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Yes, I can see how this could be handy as an investigation tool.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here, and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
shit. 1 second, buddy. Get knocked the fuck out. Oh! I done lost his head. Yeah. How do I get it? Let me guess. I'm supposed to have a spider. Makes sense. Yeah. Yes, I am, Joe. Hold on.
You're making this tougher for yourself. On them. Drone, begin a search.
Fucking beat this motherfucker down. Let me see what this thing is, because I just don't know. Relic. ETO. I don't know how to get that yet, so we'll figure that out later. They didn't look done, so I didn't take them out.
That's the CTOS up there.
They didn't look done, so I didn't take them out. Like I felt one and it was kind of still squishy.
Yeah, that's how they're supposed to be.
All persons are legally required to carry
Not like
out
liquidy squishy.
times. Failing to do so will result in prosecution.
Oh, okay. That's probably like 3 minutes ago I
Aha!
did that.
The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to
Chill.
set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
How do we get our hands on this AI reconstruction tech, Bagley?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
How am I supposed to carry the server off the roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
So, where do we find this heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
That's obvious. Shut up now.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
What games?
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening.
1 second, I gotta look and see what my games I have. What games she playing? Watch Dogs Legion, Red Dead Redemption 2, Stranded Deep, Rogue Company, Modern Warfare, Warzone, South Park The Fractured Butthole, Trials Rising, and other ones that I have right now downloaded. With what? No, I'm not helping you. You figure it
Today
out.
we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable?
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too. Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one. Oh, they have a beastly drone friend.
London needs defenders, and you look like you might be one of them.
Wait, are you a DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
Possibly. What is the situation?
I'm in debt with Clan Kelly. They paid for some medical expenses on my behalf, but they keep jacking up the interest rates. I'm basically an indentured servant at this
Supposed
point.
to do when somebody messages
Set me
you.
free from them, and I will make it worth your while.
All right. We look into it.
And I just had my phone next to me.
Yes?
It's easy to talk about change. It takes guts to go out and make it happen. You have guts, I think.
Are you a part of DedSec? Perhaps you could help me.
Possibly. What is the situation?
I think Albion's bloody well poisoned me. I worked in one of their warehouses, but something in their crates gave me rashes all over, and I mean all over.
Sorry to hear that.
I lodged my complaint, but it went nowhere. Insufficient evidence, they said. My arse. It's the kind of dead end that would drive you to the madhouse. There isn't insufficient evidence, but they just don't want to investigate.
Seems like Albion and the government are working together on this. We'll find out what we can.
No, fuck that.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Right. Got it.
You're standing too close.
Sorry, mate, can't talk now. Got training. Yep.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness were unleashed with that speech. Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas?
Oh, it's a fast travel
Using
spot.
back channels and underground content.
Main 3.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to
Watchdog
know.
Legion and Stranded Deep
Today we're
are
talking
single
about
players,
Death
but there's going to be
Our
multiplayer
gone,
for
but sadly
Legion
not
soon.
forgotten Prime
My
Minister.
main
It's
ones
strange to
is
think that he was just
probably
another
Red
here
Dead
today,
Redemption
gone
2
tomorrow
and
politician
Rogue
until
Company,
his
because Rogue
infamous
Company's
London is
free.
drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what
Yeah.
happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back
Yeah,
channels and
not
underground
on
content,
this.
we got in touch
fucking,
with political analysts and historians to
Buddy.
find out how
I
Talking
don't
to
remember
Buddy.
Clan Kelly being disorganized. They've taken over the whole market.
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
Helen spelt out the dangers of populism for major political magazines and websites back in the pre-censorship days.
The appeal of fascist politics is about strongmen, and they are usually...
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Spread out and find them! Go! Dipshit's here. We just have to find them. Not here. Checking another area. Yeah, no one here. I'll keep looking. I'll hunt down this fool. Not here. Moving on. Get looking. We don't have all day. Looks clear. Gonna check over there. No one here. Moving on. This fool is testing my patience. How did that bastard get away?
I'm fucked. shit.
Taking fire!
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead. Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Excellent.
Transfer complete.
I should look for more like this.
Ah, cool. You get fucking parts to like build your own shit. Build your own car. That's cool.
Cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
Huh. Gangsters moving narcotics. Typical. You can forget about your troubles with Clan Kelly. We have wiped all trace of your debt. Just stay out of their way from now on.
Fucking lovely. You're not bad for a group of alleged terrorists.
People like us with particular skills. We have a responsibility. You should join that sec.
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
Well, I certainly
Yes,
hope you
I
paid
will.
well for the risk you've just assumed.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Move into the
This is
hostile
London
location.
Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten
Control,
Prime Minister.
I've lost sight of the
it's
target.
strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. Forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us.
Return into HQ.
Was Hassani's rise
Search
inevitable?
terminated.
Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spelt out the dangers of populism for major political magazines and websites back in the pre-censorship days.
The appeal of fascist politics is about strongmen, and they are usually men, because it's about saying there are simple problems that are really easy to define, say immigration, and there are simple solutions to them, stop immigration. And they are really appealing because they make sense of a world that can often feel really complicated and confusing, and they do offer, or seem to offer, action instead of what politics can often be, which is a kind of messy set of compromises where no one gets really what they want, everyone gets a little bit of it. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where it looks like someone is going to do something incredible and transformative, but of course, either it never really delivers, or it delivers at a huge cost to, for example, dehumanizing people. And I think you see that in the rhetoric around immigration. If you say immigrants are a problem, we're going to stop them, it's a legitimate political stance for a country to want to control its borders, but the way that that's done can often end up being very cruel and inhumane, because what you have said is immigrants specifically are the problem. Not every fascist is a populist, but they are two interlinked styles of government, really, because what fascists tend to do is rely on narratives of deep change and of enemies. I think that's one of the hallmarks of this style of politics, where you represent your opponents not just as people who disagree with you, but as existential threats, as evil people. So you see it in the course of the run-up to the Second World War, where Jewish people...
Delivery done!
You see it with Muslims, where they are represented as coming...
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic
Kind of.
necessary measure.
Finally,
I think it's
you
better.
made it. Here, your new optic.
This is the turning point, right? My normal life gets fucked. All just to join the DedSec party.
Tell me what's normal. Is it normal for the government to kill its own people?
I know everything's fucked, and I know it has to change. I have a lot to give up, you know?
You aren't walking away from it. You are going to fight to protect it so it has a future.
We're fighting to protect the future.
Right. Okay then. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Yeah, yummy. Look at the table, baby.
You can recruit. It seems like
Right.
everybody.
Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SIRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
Heading there now.
Ooh, yeah. Let me get. No! Stop, motherfucker! I want in this bitch. This thing seems fast.
Buddy said he'll buy it.
What?
Buddy
The
said he'll
bug,
buy
nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine.
By what?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I
that's
could manage.
fucking
It's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSAY app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSAY. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud. Just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something? Or if you think you might at some point see something, say something? Or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alice. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone.
Ooh, this one's
so
a skirt.
Non-government informed
Skirt,
apps like Stu Leasy, Canary, or Mark Sharp. I mean, look, I just need to cash. Where the person I'm ratting on currently is, let's call her for the sake of argument.
Oh, here, let me fucking. This guy. Hell yeah! We got Buddy back. Speckloak. Remember him? He got a PS4. He's talking about buying Red Dead and shit. So I might have to start playing.
Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot or trip to the shops or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school.
Yeah,
let's call the phone line.
boy.
Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dump someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't
So
forget to get
you probably haven't been paying attention, huh?
before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host
No,
Andrew,
you're good.
who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting.
I'm gonna turn off the broadcast then.
You know what? It's fucking bedtime now.
No, that's fine. It's fucking with my internet, so.